Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the fourth episode of WGN. Before we get started this week, we have an important change to address. Zach?
Yes, on week 8 of quarantine, we are losing sanity.
Alden seniors were surprised at their homes with many decorative lawn signs delivered by some familiar faces. These
Im-
signs were paid for by the Alden Sports Boosters, the class of 2020, and Donate Life Club.
I was so excited, I jumped right out of bed and threw this outfit together.
Yes, Zach, you seem really awake and thriving in this photo. This week, Staff Appreciation Week, we wanted to take a moment to thank all of our amazing staff here at Alden High School.
During these trying and hard times, we really appreciate all that the Alden staff does for our amazing students. From handing out food to teaching in new and different ways, the Alden High School staff is truly amazing. As we know, Buffalo Springs are far from predictable.
Which is why we're getting our weather from the best meteorologists on this side of the Mississippi. Slojo, take it away.
It's good.
As we do every week, we would like to wish a happy birthday to these individuals: Abigail Waluski, Sam Cansdale, Alexis Grosso,
Trent Lazinski,
Alexis Koya, Angelina Cometto, Katie Sense, Matt Sense,
Thomas Szymanski,
Walker Rest,
Corinne Fitzgibbon, Jose Vasquez, Sierra Warner, Bear Harris, Caitlin McDonald. The Alden Middle School Theater Department wanted to share their own bit of good news this week. Next year, the department will be putting on the show The Lion King Jr. Can't wait to see what they have in store for this show next year.
Elections are right around the corner. Students are gearing up to start their online campaigns.
If this sounds like something you would be interested in, contact Mrs. Buell with any questions.
All right, now we would like to invite Mr. Partel, renowned social studies teacher and athletic director.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk to you guys.
So our first question for you is, how has being a coach and the season being taken away, how has that been for you?
It's been a struggle. Obviously, you guys know as athletes and our other athletes know as well that obviously during the course of a season, it can get tough at times where you're working hard. You can get shin splints on the legs, get little injuries, bumps and bruises. You're tired. You're working on your homework at night. And coaches go through this same thing where, you're away from your family a lot. So, but this has been anything but a vacation. That's where we want to be. We're all doing that because that's what we love doing. And we love working with athletes and helping you meet your goals. And obviously the ups and downs of the season. And that's kind of why you do it. You do it for those ups and you fight through those downs. And we miss that course of the season. I know, speaking to a lot of coaches who are in regular contact with us, they're missing being with the athletes and helping them, work towards their individual goals. So it's been tough.
So why are you recognizing all the senior spring sport athletes?
Obviously, our society is going through a rough time, and you feel for the people on the front lines right now fighting against that: nurses, people in the medical profession, and other people that are still working in their industries and their jobs. But in our line of work, the group that really hits home the most to me is our seniors, including yourself, Zach. It's, these last couple of months of your year, last few months of your school year, of your senior year, it's an important time. It's, a lot of memories are built during that time period. You've really worked hard to enjoy those last few months, kind of a swan song, the end of your career there. And particular to my title as co-athletic director, I feel bad for the senior athletes that were about to start they were 1 week into their senior season. A lot goes into your career building up to that point where you set goals, and now the season started and you're ready to go. We started in early March. We got 1 week in, and then the rug was pulled off from underneath us. Of course it was smart move, the safe move, but doesn't help the sting at all for our seniors. So we wanted to find a way to help recognize those senior athletes that had that season pulled away from them And, obviously it doesn't come anywhere near close to the recognition deserved from actually competing and being a part of their team and leading their teams at that stage. But we want to at least give them some kind of recognition.
Our next question for you is, have you picked up any hobbies or anything during this quarantine?
Oh, yeah, just the juggling act. I've got 3 kids at home here, so I'm a teacher at school, 7th grade teacher, but I've had to be kind of a one-room schoolhouse teacher here as well. When my wife goes to work, she's still working. So I've got the 3 kids and trying to teach kindergarten, 4th grade, and 6th grade while working with my 7th graders in athletics, and trying to get 3 square meals on the table a day. So I'm not sure I'm necessarily doing any of that well, but I'm doing it. So that's my hobby. Yeah, just, stick in there, particularly to our all of our students, but again, particularly our athletes. Hang in there. I know it's tough. I occasionally look out on my street and I see a couple of our distance runners running down in front of my house, and they're, trying to stay in shape, and it stinks that they won't have a season this year. But for all those athletes other than the seniors, we hope to be back in the fall. A lot of that's out of our control. Mm-hmm. But we hope to be back at it in August. And for those seniors, we hope that they're moving on and they've got an opportunity to start college off or whatever the next step is for them on the right foot. So, just thinking of those, all the student athletes right now and our students in general who are really affected by this.
Well, that's all the good news we have for you today. So cheers to that.
And a special thank you to Nana Zielinski for the amazing WGN mugs.
Thanks, Nana. As always, I'm Dill Pickle.
And I'm Zach.
And thank you for joining us on our episode of WGN.